Welcome to Anime Unraveled. I'm Rex Paget.
I am Danny Peppers.
And I'm Tristan Morrill.
Fellas!
Fellas, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Been a week.
It's always been a week.
As I pensively stare into the distance.
It's been a week. But
Been a week.
it has been a week for news. You know, I kind of, at the top of the show, I want to talk about some things with you guys because I read this news article and I said, I got to bring it to the boys.
All right.
Are you ready? I
Maybe.
have a few news articles. One, hold on, let me get it. It's my phone.
I love that he says, I'm going to talk about this at the top of the episode. I'm not prepared.
I'm not prepared. One, just quick little news, just for me. The Furion anime started.
Furion?
Yeah, Furion Beyond Journey's End.
Oh, yeah.
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 Furion.
Yeah, no, you got it right.
All right, okay.
The way I remember in my head is different. I don't know.
What do you think of it in your head?
Because it doesn't seem like it spells out Furion like the way I would.
Well, see, here, I've heard Furion, which is the way I
yeah, that's a better way of pronouncing it.
And then I've heard Furin.
Yeah,
Furin.
that's the way I read it, which is the
spelled?
issue.
It is spelled Frien. Furin. Furion. Anyway, that anime's out, and regardless of where it goes into the Lord of the Rings territory, and I've kind of like up and down on it, that first episode's going to be amazing. It's also 2 hours long.
Jesus Christ. So it's going to be like a 9-episode.
So it's going to be a movie.
Which makes sense. I don't know if it's actually 2 hours. I know it's very long. It's a longer episode, but it is probably one of the best first chapters in a manga I've read in a long
it's
time.
real good.
But that's just for me. That's just a personal thing. But the actual one, and I thought you wore this shirt.
No, this is not the Castlevania shirt.
It is not the Castlevania shirt. But, dude, Netflix is coming in hot with some animes.
Yeah.
Have you
As
seen the
they do.
trailers for this?
I've seen the
Nocturne?
trailers.
Yeah.
Well, they got the Castlevania, but also the Castlevania studio is doing a Tomb Raider anime.
I did see that.
Is she going to be boxy, though?
No, she's
Oh.
gonna be more from like the reboot. It's gonna take place after the
After the-
story of the reboot.
Yeah, the reboot trilogy.
Yes, the reboot trilogy.
Reboot trilogy.
It's Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Oh, you mean the games?
Yes,
Okay. When you said the trilogy, I was like, okay, there were 2 movies and then a
not
remake.
the Laura Croft classic or
Laura
Angelina
Croft.
Angelina
It's an O.
Jolie
Yeah.
classic. No, but yeah, so it's the same company that does Castlevania, and they're doing Tomb Raider, and there's also Devil May Cry.
I saw the
we're
Devil
getting
May
another
Cry. Yes.
Devil May Cry. Thank God.
Yeah, I don't, dude. Netflix, and then Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah, which I've seen scenes from. It looks pretty good, but it's done very much in the style of the, not manga, but
The video,
The-
the comic book,
yeah.
graphic
Yeah.
novel.
yeah,
Graphic
graphic
novel.
novel is
That's
the
the
word I was
word.
looking for. Thank you.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's very much in the same style as it. So if you like the graphic novel, you'll probably love the anime.
Not 3 Americans not being able to remember the name of graphic
novel, right?
Dude,
We're like
manga is on the brain. I'm
manga
sorry,
all the
man.
time. Graphic novels. Who wants this Batman? Who wants this Superman? Not me. Not me.
We
Light
call those
novels?
comics.
Get out of here.
But yeah,
Those are words.
it's just kind
There's
of
some pictures.
yeah. Sometimes there are.
Sometimes there's
enough.
pictures in a light novel.
No, I know. Especially, I tried to read that Rise of the Shield Hero, and I was like, "Ooh, made a mistake. Made a mistake."
I have that. Like, you gave me that.
I gave it to you.
You know, Rex and I were talking the other day.
Yeah.
You know when we did our manga spree, and I got you the first
Yeah.
first volume of Goblin Slayer. Rex got me Wodokoi, and you got Rex
How to?
or no, reincarnated as a space mercenary on the world's strongest spacecraft or something.
You ended up with all 3 of those.
I ended
volumes?
up with all of them,
Yeah.
and I also collected all of the series.
You said, "Well, gotta pot commit."
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
one of those was perfect for pot committing. I
You're not
really
wrong.
pot committed.
yeah, Waterkoi.
Yeah, 100%.
And now we finally have a Kinokuniya, and you came and get the exclusive.
Oh, I'll find it.
Yeah, you would have made the drive
Yeah,
if
they
we would have had it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah,
Same.
without question.
Yeah.
Like I think the Kinokuniya is the best edition.
I think Kinokuniya is going to be a really interesting for Atlanta because the Vinland Saga author has been making his rounds in America, doing cons. It's been so cool to see on the internet.
I wonder if he'll go to AWA.
AWA.
He might because he's been doing his rounds. I don't know if he's back in Japan, but for a few months, you kept seeing images, and what he would do is stop at Kinokuniya's or Barnes & Nobles and randomly sign volume 1s of Vinland Saga and just leave them on the shelf. And he would post pictures on his Twitter and be like, "I signed 7 volumes. Come find them." and
I left all my treasure in one place.
Yeah, basically.
Dude, and then he also has. I love this. I love Vinland Saga, but now I love the author because he's been doing interviews and stuff on these cons. And I think it might have got taken out of context, but one of the interview was like, yeah, if the author of Vagabond doesn't continue it, he said, I'll just do it. I'll just take over. Like, he's been, he unhinged. It's been incredible.
Dude, that's amazing.
It's
And
been
honestly,
incredible.
I would be for it.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly,
I don't know.
those singles that you sent us on the Instagram.
Is
Oh,
incredible.
dude, those singles.
It was
That is
so-
mind
It
blowing.
was so beautiful.
Like, I literally saw that. I was like, I thought we had the good version until I saw the
We
singles.
do not.
We have the piece of shit version.
Garbage version.
Yeah. I mean, it still looks good, but boy,
No,
comparatively-
it
the
don't
singles,
look like
oh my
them
God.
singles.
Yeah, but I
That's
think
a way of life right there.
yeah, it's
That's
it's
art.
a new treasure. It's a new treasure for me that I'm gonna look for.
Oh, yeah, same. I was
I'm
like, well,
zoning in on.
that's another thing for me to look for.
Yeah. But I think he's doing a great job because none of his answers and stuff, and he's being very fun and like grateful, and I think it's showing, and that's kind of what I want to talk about with the Netflix stuff too, is it's showing that like anime and manga in general is becoming more of a worldwide thing, and it's been that way for a few years, I think.
Well, to be fair, Netflix has been in the red for a decade, and anime is their only saving grace.
Dude, One Piece is nuts.
I've heard.
It's
Also,
still going nuts.
I'm not sure if this is actually real. And maybe it's not, but I've heard Henry Cavill was like, I'd like to play a character in One Piece.
Ooh, who would he play though?
I can't remember his name because I haven't gotten to him yet.
Sure,
He
sure.
said a specific character.
Don Quixote,
No.
Doflamingo.
Nope, it's not Del
too big.
Flamingo.
He's too big. He's too big.
Is it Jinbei?
Is it? Oh no! Is it Big Mom? Big Mom's son.
I think.
Oh, Katakuri.
Yeah,
Katakuri.
you're right. That's
Is
him.
it?
Yeah.
That's a perfect casting because that's exactly who popped into my head.
Yeah,
because he's a
that's-
little bigger and like he's not there for a long time, so he could commit to it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
right?
great. He must read. Like
yeah,
that's a
why-
great.
Like I
character.
literally saw
Brother.
the post. And I was like, "Is he that deep in the
Have
One
you
Piece?"
seen the interviews with? He is such a massive. Like he's a Warhammer. Like
Yeah.
like he's just
Listen, I've watched the
one
clips
of us.
Yeah.
One of us.
I've watched the clips of him building a computer. I understand. That man's biceps are huge.
Yes.
Gives me hope. One day, maybe. One
No.
day.
If I lived enough computers,
lived enough
maybe.
com-
Hey,
Yeah,
you
man.
only have at this point, as of the recording of this episode, 12 days
To
to
get,
get
ripped.
Yeah, gotta be in that JoJo shape.
I got some
None of us are gonna
I got
make
some
it.
time.
12 days.
I got some time. So you're saying I got a chance. Cool. Cool. I've actually been worrying in the opposite direction to when I come back to that lady for our tuxedos that I've put on too much weight.
Yeah. I'm also having that like that crisis in my head.
No, I'm having the crisis of, hey, I lost like 10 pounds.
Oh, yeah, because you went back to work.
Well, yeah, but everything fits about the same as it was fitting. So I'm like,
Yeah,
it should be
I'm
fine.
afraid mine won't fit. I've been eating a lot of Reese's and not doing a lot of moving. Been doing a lot of sitting, a lot of Reese's, you know what I'm saying? But no.
Speaking of Rex being back to work, this was his first full week back.
Yay!
Yeah,
Exciting
it was
times.
brutal.
But
Yeah.
you survived, man.
I did, and which
Hey, the great thing is you got
Woo.
vacation coming around the corner.
I do. I
So
do.
I was supposed to be on vacation this week. I got jury duty Monday. I'm real excited.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm not real excited.
he's gonna.
I know, because you said the last episode, you said if any of our viewers and listeners, if you have jury duty around the area that you're doing jury duty in, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know, please. I want to know. If I see you in there, I could be like, hey, or if you know you're the person, I'm like,
The
I'm on their
defendants.
side. They whoever.
They support me,
Yeah.
so I support them.
100%.
They didn't do it, officer.
If they look at me and they go, does anyone
That
have any
evidence
bias?
has
I
to
could
be
be like, I'll
lying.
be like, I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Anime Unraveled? And if they go, yes, I listen to you guys every week, I'm be like, they're innocent.
They're innocent. A person with that much good a taste could not have done this.
Absolutely not.
This is crazy.
And then when the judge looks at me and goes, really? What's that all about? I'm like, it's a podcast. I'm afraid if they're a fan,
Yeah.
I can't go against a fan.
Go rate it 5 stars on Spotify. We did get a 1-star review on Apple Podcasts. That's a bummer.
Oh, that's hateful.
That's very hateful. It made me sad.
Which episode was it?
No, it's all.
It's a whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
King Caboodle.
hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? There's good and there's bad.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
that
mean,
guy.
no. What I'm gonna say is,
no, maybe it's the same guy that's been following you, disliking every video.
dude, yeah. So have I said this on this podcast?
I
don't think
don't
so.
know.
Every time, and I, you know what? I respect it, and I'm gonna change them. I can change them. I can change them. Every video that I upload on my YouTube, like personal YouTube channel, gets 1 dislike almost immediately every time.
Yeah, it's like they're waiting for it.
And I've had videos that have gotten a ton of dislikes before.
Well, yes, because you intentionally have done things.
You
also.
did that one really shitty thing where you were like, do this for a like.
Oh,
like
yeah.
for
That
this.
was my short.
That was a YouTube short. But no, he's talking about the Cowboy Bebop, I believe.
Yeah, I did the live action, which I guess I was right, motherfuckers. But
I mean, you weren't even that negative.
I wasn't.
Like,
That's the crazy
but people
part.
were like, "How dare you?
They
How
were eating
could
it
you?"
up. It is
Oh, they
what it
came
is.
for your neck.
Oh, dude, they came for
Yeah,
my
yeah.
neck. I kind of like it though. The way I look at it, I don't know if people
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, well, I don't know if people listen also do like YouTube stuff, but I like dislikes because that means you're reaching a different audience than the people that are going to like your stuff regardless.
That's true.
That's kind of how I look at it is like you're finding new people. And the way I look at it is I get that 1 dislike or we get the 1-star review. My goal is now to make that go like they take it back and then they give us a 5-star review. We can do it. And you know,
That's always been how you have been, though.
that's right.
Like, kill them with kindness.
He knows because there's a specific person where
Yes.
we used to work. I said, they're going to love me one day.
And they did.
They still do.
Yeah, well, they haven't reached out, which is a bummer, but it's neither here nor there. Fine. But no,
This episode's gonna release. I'm gonna walk up to them and I'm gonna be like, "Look what you did!"
Look
And
what
I'm
you
just gonna
did.
show them this snippet.
look at the hurt in my
and
eyes.
The pain in your eyes.
But no, I think it's kind of neat going back to like the Vinland Saga and the Netflix. It's kind of neat that it is becoming more worldwide and North America or the Americas in general, this side of the globe,
Yeah.
is seeing there's money to be made, and at least from the trailers, it looks like they're putting more effort into it. Because if you remember when Netflix first got into like adapting, especially video game adaptations, I think actually
Dota.
Castlevania really was the one that kind of set them apart, and they really tried a lot, and people responded very positively to it. We have a whole episode on Castlevania if you
Yeah,
want to see
yeah.
some positivity.
Positivity.
Some. So, I mean, we were a little broken after that.
But
It
I
was our
wonder if
fault.
it would be different if we didn't binge the whole thing in 3 days.
Some of it, I don't think it would be different. Some of
you're
it
right.
would.
And here's the thing: it was our fault that we binged it.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. We had
100%.
time.
Which is
just-
hilarious because we're
We
gonna watch
all
the new
three
season.
did it. It was horrible.
We're gonna watch old. What is it? Nocturne.
Nocturne.
Yeah, Nocturne. Following
we?
Richter? Yes, we are. You don't have a choice now.
Because he said it. The law has been
Yeah,
dropped.
but
it's the law. Law is the law.
it's got to be better than the last anime you guys recommended me. Tell you that.
We'll get into that in a minute.
Boy, oh boy.
So it's
Hateful.
really funny because I was like, okay, so this follows Richter Belmont. So what I decided to do is dive deep into the Belmont family tree hole to see how far descended from Trevor this dude is, just cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, it's like 5 or 6 greats and then grandson. It's
Oof.
like it takes place like 300 years almost after after Trevor.
Is it just in modern times?
Yeah. Like
No,
what?
because Trevor was born in Trevor was born in like 12 or 1300. This dude was born in like 16 or 17.
So we're getting close, is what you're saying. to
yeah,
modern
we're
times.
catching up.
Well, I mean, it's the French Revolution.
I don't
That's
know
when this
anything
one
about the
takes place.
French Revolution.
This one takes
I'm
place
not
during the
French.
French Revolution. You might be.
Am I?
You might have some French in you.
I'll tell you what I do got in me: hatred.
Well,
No, but not as much hatred as my last news thing that I wanted to bring up because I have to. You guys remember Hayao Miyazaki?
Yeah.
Hayao Miyazaki.
There,
Hayao.
sure. And that documentary that we always talk about.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
And do you remember the scene where he watched his son's anime film?
Yeah, I do.
Weird. Okay, so there's been more development.
How?
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Like, did they go back in time and they were like, oh, by the way, we cut this because it was too much?
So I don't know if you guys have heard, Studio Gibbles
Mhm.
got bought
I did not hear about that.
I did not either.
by Nippon TV, which is a TV
Oh, yeah.
like conglomerate
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Japan.
It's like one of
right?
the biggest.
Do you want to know why it had to be sold?
No.
Because there had been discussions for the past few years, allegedly, according to some news articles that I've read, that who's the successor to Miyazaki? Rex sees where I'm going with this. And so there's a quote I would like to read of why it ended up getting sold to Nippon TV. It's loading. Hold up. Give me a second. Nippon TV will permanently protect Studio Ghibble's craftsmanship and brand values. Right? They're just that's kind of the quote.
Yeah.
And they said, why is it not being given to who would you think his son?
Yeah.
They try to like buffer it because they said Miyazaki's eldest son himself, an animation film director, has been repeatedly suggested as the possible successor to his father. But he has declined this idea, claiming that it would be difficult for him to take over Gibbles on his own, and that would be better to leave the future of Gibbles to someone else. There's another quote. I couldn't find it, but I like to bring it up.
So you're going to paraphrase
I'm going to paraphrase it, because, that's fine, because it's just the son kind of being like, I couldn't do it, right? I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Miyazaki was asked, why didn't you give it to your son? He said, he couldn't handle it. Motherfucker is different. Motherfucker is built different.
He couldn't.
The dude literally got asked, why don't you give it to your son to...
Because he's only half of me.
Yeah.
That's it, dude. So they had to sell it to the conglomerate of Nippon TV.
That's
it is
insanity.
so incredible. That man hates his son.
I don't think he hates his son. I think he just really didn't want his son to go into Japanese movie animation.
It's not. Okay, so
know.
it's like the thing of never being able to meet your parents' expectations. Like, I do feel like, as far as for Asian families, that's more extreme than here.
100%.
Even though I'm not saying it doesn't exist here either.
It absolutely does.
And which,
Yeah, but
that's the most I've ever seen, though.
Like, on Front Street, as the kids say, like, this man has looked into camera lenses and been like,
he still needs to grow up.
not ready.
not right.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle it.
Jesus.
And that's probably why when, his son was asked, he was like, I can't handle it. Because his father has beaten into, you're not ready.
You're not worthy.
You're not worthy.
Yeah.
To be my son yet.
Is he Vegeta?
But the thing about it is, his son's like 40-something.
I know.
There's not much.
Well, he never wanted his son to go into animation.
Yeah. And he must have really meant it. But yeah.
But, obviously, if you were the son of Miyazaki, you would look up to him and want to follow in his footsteps. Like, it was inevitable. But, those
You
are...
would need to accept the fact that anything you do is going to be criticized immensely.
I'm just so surprised, right, that his son has not turned into, because like I feel like if I had a family member that was like pushing me like that, right?
Yeah.
Because I think you are right. I think it is like him kind of pushing his son, to either not be in this thing because he thinks he'll be miserable at it, or
be your own person. Don't be me.
He's seen how it's devoured his life.
Exactly. Also, he's not retiring. He's got
I know.
Yeah, that's.
I literally
I'm
saw
actually
the
getting
thing.
ready. I was just getting ready to mention that. So that honestly was the most big brain move ever pulled, because they told everyone they didn't release anything about this movie at all.
Yep.
All they said is that this is Miyazaki's last film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they said.
They've said that before.
Yes, they have. But then when everyone was like, well, it's Miyazaki's last film, I gotta watch it.
Gotta see it.
And then it made pretty solid numbers, if I remember. And then they were like, he's not retiring.
Just kidding. Got him.
Yeah, so like that was just a PR like success
Could
right
be.
there.
Or you never know, like he might have been to the point, because I'm sure the movies that he makes, and again, I can't recommend that documentary more, but like it takes it out of him. Like you can tell that he lives and breathes it until it's finished. For if it's years, months, whatever, like he lives it. So
he takes a nap.
He takes a nap, and then he wakes up and he's like, I got one more. I could do this. But
I got some time.
They did finally release that trailer in America.
Yeah, I saw.
Looks like fucking art. That motherfucker just said, I'm gonna drop. It looks like, I don't know about the story and like if it'll come together.
Yeah.
But the animation on screen's like, look at my fucking art dick. Like, look at this.
That's a lot of Ghibli films, honestly.
Yeah, fair.
I think that that you could probably compare Miyazaki to someone that we work with. Someone who says that they're gonna be found in that truck.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah. It's gonna be Miyazaki.
Pen still in hand. I got you.
Yeah,
pen still in hand.
Like I don't like. I think that every time he wakes up from his nap and he's like, boom, another idea.
Got it. gotta say,
I got a banger.
This story
As much as
eating
it
me
takes it out of
alive.
him, it may just keep him young.
I mean, I do
Maybe.
feel like if you lose, like, basically
I
what
agree.
keeps you working, keeps you moving, then yeah.
You
It's
age
just-
rapidly.
You
I have
do.
seen it personally in my life of like the older you get, if you lose
Don't talk
something.
about Rex like that.
Yeah, Rex, you old man. If you lose something that like kind of keeps you active, whether
Yeah.
it be your brain or like physically active, I've seen the rapid decline in people. Like my grandfather was like a big, doing stuff around the house, carpenter and stuff like that, and then he broke his leg at an old age, and he kind of just never got back to it, and that's kind of what happens. You know what I mean? Like, so maybe it does keep him sharp, I guess.
Maybe it keeps him young.
But also maybe the hate for his son keeps him young. You know?
Also true.
Like
true.
like I've never seen this before in my life, and it is fucking amazing.
He has.
So much hate, almost as much hate as I have.
Here it is.
The update corner. I'm back. All right.
I
thought
don't
last
understand.
episode.
I don't either.
I'm not gonna go as hard as last episode, and if you're still listening to this podcast, I wonder how many subs we've lost.
I don't think we've lost any.
No, that episode's not out yet. It
Has not hit the
fair.
fan yet.
but it's coming. But I'm back just for a little update.
You know what? Just because one out of the three of us is wrong doesn't mean they're gonna leave.
Well, no, two out of three of us. Are
No,
wrong.
one.
no. It's definitely one.
All right.
Majority wins here.
Yeah, well, just like the government reaction, am I right?
No, that's the
No,
electoral
that's-
college.
that's
That doesn't count.
Also, not majority. Let's be real.
You been reading any Sanctuary lately?
A little bit.
I hear you.
Actually, speaking of the government,
Yes.
I do have to mention this because I just read it earlier. They just I think that they just one of the parties of government, I think it was the House, just passed an amendment to a bill that's going to cut the Secretary of Defense's budget or salary to $1
Sweet. Fucking welcome to America, motherfuckers.
because they're not doing their job. So they were like,
Fair.
"Here, you get $1 now."
But
You're welcome. Is it crisp?
No,
it's a crumbled
that
dollar.
it's one of those dollars that's it's seen some shit.
It's been through one too many vending machines. I got you.
Several clubs.
But no, I just an update of the Hunter. I have.
You're loving it.
I have watched more. I think I came here last week and talked about the first 26. Let me talk to you about the next fucking 24, because I'm at about 52. No.
That's another 26 episodes,
Is
buddy.
it? I might be like 50. I'm at the part where he buries fucking the Baki character.
Not Baki.
The Baki character.
No,
He
no.
looks like a Baki character.
He does not. He looks like Broly if he was.
He
done-
kind of looks like what they would do for an animated Wolverine.
I could see that too.
Yeah,
But yeah, Uvogin or whatever.
Uvogin.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
Something
he
like
just
that.
buried that man. Which you guys have hyped up that scene.
Yeah, because he brings his shovel to a fight.
Yeah, and then he like chokes his heart out with his fucking chains or some shit like that. Here's the thing, fellas, let me fucking come again. I just wish that I gave a fuck. Like, I wish that I was playing this up for like a bit. Like that would be fine too. Like if I was playing this up for a bit, that'd be cool. It's not.
You just genuinely not
I
having a good
just
time.
genuinely.
I mean,
don't.
he hates Nin. So.
Yeah, I hate the. So okay, Nin was introduced. That's right, because it wasn't
Yeah,
Nin,
yeah.
Rin, all the ends. They were all introduced.
Okay, Ren is dumb, but
Yeah,
Nin.
it's all dumb, Rex.
No,
It's all
no.
dumb. And I love the fact, he says sarcastically, knowing that he doesn't love the fact that in the beginning of every episode, they go through Nin. They let you know, hey, this is the power system. Here's the thing. You could have easily gotten through it. I've told Rex this because I had to call him about halfway through this week to really let it fly. I'm going to tone it down, for this episode. They already saw my hatred. But Nin could have easily just been like, people got powers.
No.
Move the fuck on. Move the fuck on. Who
Dude,
cares?
the-
Who cares? It doesn't do anything for the story.
If it's just people have powers, it's fucking My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
My Hero Academia better? All right, that was a little wild.
That's a little
Let
wild.
me rein that back in.
I was
Let me
about
rein
to
that
say,
back in. The
now
first
you-
season of
you-
My Hero
I was-
Academia.
No, you could argue season 2.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say this. The first 50 episodes of My Hero Academia better than these 50 episodes. I can say that strongly because in those 50 we get the tournament arc.
Well, you get the tournament arc, you get the stain arc.
Yeah,
You get some good
solid My
stuff.
Hero.
Yeah.
Some would say the best My Hero ever got.
I mean, yeah, 100%.
So I will say that, and I'll say that with my chest. But yeah, I don't like the nin stuff. I think it kind of, it just seems like, and it's very info dumpy for episodes and episodes.
Well, you have to
when
think
gets
about it
introduced.
when you compare it to like Yu Hakusho, for example.
Sure.
When he first started being a spirit detective, he had like all the little items they gave him, the concentration ring, the
Right.
magnifying glass, all that shit.
Right.
Nin is very much of a similar vein. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
the kind of stuff that you would like go through a comic book that would be at the back and be like, hey, you can order this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's essentially what he's going for with these.
I never read those things in the back of the comic books. I went there.
You
for
didn't
the,
get the X-ray
Yeah,
glasses.
No,
No.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and even for
The
like
palm buzzer.
Yeah, the palm buzzer.
this might be fucking taboo, what I'm about to say, but like anytime I'm reading a manga and you know they have like the in between chapters that's not like a question corner or something with the author, but it's like something to do with like the world or like this one ship design. I'm gonna use One Piece as an example, and like goes into like what's all going on right
Yeah,
there.
the history behind it.
Fucking flip fast. No, thank you. Keep it
No
moving.
wonder you don't like Hunter
Keep
because
it
that's
moving.
like that's probably like a quarter of Hunter.
Yeah, it is super boring, super fucking boring. And it doesn't help that fucking One Punch Man is fucking goated.
Well, yes, One Punch Man is goated. No one can lie about that.
So I'm wondering if this is just a he came in at like the very wrong time.
Well, it's also how much anime's experienced up till now. Like,
True. You need
I've-
to experience.
I love how you guys are so blown away the fact that I just don't like something that you have to make like you have to figure it out. You have to figure out why.
well, no, I could definitely understand if it was absolute trash, but
could
Hunter's
I.
not.
It's not. Here's the thing. I'm not even saying it's absolute trash. I'm just saying like it's. He's not,
saying it's just not good.
No. I'm saying this is exactly what I'm saying. Let me back up. This is what I'm saying. It's not for me. I don't enjoy it, and also that it's not. I want to use the word like inspired. It's not like since I was told since the beginning of like my anime
The
journey.
beginning of time. I got you.
Like HunterxHunter is fucking goated to the fucking moon and back, right?
I don't think we ever said that.
The best top 5 animes of all time.
No,
No, definitely didn't say that.
Top 10 animes of all time.
probably
No,
not top 10.
maybe.
You said it was good. You said
Yeah,
it was great.
it
You said
is
it was
good.
great. You have said it was
It
great.
has great moments. Yes.
Yeah. And it was told to me of like it's in the legendary peaks of the Shonen Valley. This is what it was told to me as.
By whom?
By the internet, and you guys were like, it's up there with some of the best shonen, man. It's it's awesome.
I don't
You're
think
gonna
we've
love
ever
it.
straight up said
No.
it's the best.
Go back and listen to the episodes right now. You guys have
Give us
said,
a timestamp.
give us timestamps because here's the thing. You might have, and I will.
Listen, if I don't remember, it's because the neuralizer took it from me.
I'm not saying that you said it's like your favorite or this or that or whatever, but you have, both of you, in different ways, have said
It's
that
real good.
It's
Yeah,
real
it's real
good.
good.
It's real good. It's real good. It's
Yeah.
up there in the peaks of the Shonen Valleys. You have said this. Maybe not the exact words, peaks of the Shonen Valleys. I
Yeah,
just
definitely
really like
not.
that
Never have
phrasing.
said that,
I
though.
really like that.
Yeah,
phrasing.
I've never those words, that combination
Never
of
came out
words,
of my mouth.
never
You said
left
it was
my
really
mouth.
good, and I have watched it into my eyeballs and into my brain, and it's not really good. It
You
is-
also were watching it in English, and you tried to explain to me one of the things that was going on, and it was nothing that was going on.
Oh, I was wrong about that.
yeah,
right?
I'm glad.
Yeah, I was wrong about that.
I was like,
with the
if-
Shadow Beast stuff. I was
Yeah,
wrong about
the
that.
Shadow Beast are actually part of the Phantom Troop. I was like, no, they're not.
No.
no,
So
no.
I got my words mixed up when I was talking to you, but I went back because I was like, this motherfucker is high on the drugs,
No.
right? But you weren't. It was the next time on Dragon Ball Z guy was just like he's about to witness the Phantom Troops.
Also, I'm not sure if you ever actually listened to the next time or basically just the narrator for Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
That man would say out of pocket stuff all the time.
And I was here for it, right?
Yeah, there's literally a part during the Dark Tournament where he was like, Yusuke and them now deserve some rest, but it looks like Yusuke is going to be too busy with Keiko.
Doing
Like,
the fucking sex stuff.
yeah, basically that's what he insinuated. I was like, goddamn.
You know, this man's 14. Fucking relax.
Speaking of Gundam,
Oh, wait. No, let me say this. The best part of Hunter x Hunter so far in the first 50 episodes is when they go to his boss. Kurapika goes to his boss,
Yeah.
and he picks up her cell phone, and it's got poo on there. Like the character from Yu Yu Hakusho,
Yeah.
the keychain. I was like, best character. The cell phone is the best character of Hunter x Hunter. Anyway, go ahead. Hunter x Hunter is not good. But I will
You're
continue.
wrong.
I will continue for you guys. Yeah, like I said, it's just not inspired. It's just not. It doesn't need to be talked about in the same echelon as like One Piece. I'll be honest with you. Anyway, go ahead.
So
Honestly, it doesn't need to be.
I don't know
about.
if we've gone through this on the episode, but Rex and I have been going through this on the phone like the past like 3 days. So you know how back when we first started our journey, in which from Mercury was the most beautiful thing to ever grace our eyes, and then it
Turned
landed
into
on
trash.
it landed on its face.
Yeah.
Remember how that first episode
flopped?
you were so excited and
I
you said
was.
it's the best episode,
Yeah.
and you said the reason why you heard some guy say "Gundam."
Yeah. Gundam.
That
That
never
happened.
Yeah, you told me that in a podcast episode before.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember this podcast because you're like, dude, he doesn't say that, and I was like, maybe you're right. Maybe I just made it up in my head, but it sounded like you said Gundam.
Yeah. So I went back.
And you watched it.
I tried to find it, and I drove myself fucking mad because I'm like, I guess I just completely, the neuralizer must have taken us talking about this out of my head, because I literally was like, where the fuck is this section where they go Gundam?
Gundam.
Never happens.
Never happened.
In my head, it did.
Of course it did in your head.
Yeah. In your head, you were so hyped. You were like, Gundam.
I was, and I
That's
like,
what it was. It
No,
was his head cannon.
I will tell you this. I think I added the inflection of Gundam, but there is a spot, and this is true. I think. Allegedly.
Oh god.
There is a spot, and it's in the second episode.
Yeah, buddy, it's Gund Arms.
Yeah, okay, but is there a pause between gun and arm?
Gund?
Yeah,
Yes.
there is a pause. So that's what I heard. I heard that pause, and I put in damn. It's like, so so there is, because he pauses.
It's Gund Arms.
But he pauses in a dramatic way, right? He's like, gun, arm.
No.
Is there a pause?
There's no way there's that much
Not
of
like
a
that.
pause.
Gunned.
They literally
Arm.
just talk about how
Does he say it fast?
It's like Gund Arms.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we watched in Japanese, so it was like whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, there had to be some pause, but it's that scene when he's talking about gunned arm, and I think I put Gundam.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what it is. And I'm like, don't get me wrong. We've gotten some good context, like some good content out of just being like, Gundam.
Yeah.
But like, I just wanted to let you know you're crazy.
100%. I'm also crazy because I'm still watching Hunter x Hunter.
Hey, no.
I don't want to hear it. I've got to watch JoJo's.
JoJo's better, dude.
No.
Oh my god.
Part 5 is fucking goated compared to Hunter x Hunter, dude.
Holy shit.
No,
That is
that's
no.
wild. That's wild. I backed that up. I backed that up. I backed that up. I backed that up.
That might get Pep
Yeah,
canceled.
probably.
There are moments in part 5. that
Mr.
are
Unlike guy, go and just keep hitting it on all of his videos after that
that's
one.
probably why. That's probably who
Yeah.
it is. I can't wait, man. But no, like I said, I am totally. That's just me being exacerbated
Well,
about it.
while you've been watching the Hunter x Hunter, I
Yeah.
obviously went back and was watching Yu Hakusho.
The
because-
way better.
Yeah.
I edited that episode, and you said it again out loud that Yu Hakusho came before Hunter x Hunter,
Yeah.
and it made me mad again while I was editing it.
Which is crazy because while I've been watching it, I'm like, wow, he really did just like change some characters and throw them in.
Fucking one thing!
But
That's my point.
like multiple times. It's crazy.
It's
Very
almost
crazy.
like I fucking said that last
But-
episode.
One
No,
of
you
the
didn't. You're crazy.
one of the
Oh,
things that really stood out is the intro song for Yu Hakusho.
Banger.
Yeah,
Banger.
banger.
Absolute
But the
banger.
thing is, when we did like intros that we were like, yeah, these are bangers, we didn't put that one.
You know, sometimes things
We
slip
should
through the cracks.
revisit that.
We should, but
Yeah.
also, it's one of the well, not one of the few, kind of one of the few that they translate it into each language
Yeah.
for the intro.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a little weird because back in the day, a lot of times they wouldn't translate the original song; they would just make a new one, like Dragon Ball Z
Rock the Dragon.
and
Dragon
One
Ball
Piece,
Z.
obviously,
Yeah.
and Yu-Gi-Oh even, yeah.
Was Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! The duel.
Time to
Yeah, that was not the intro at all. It didn't sound anything like that. It was like a super soft sounding song. I was like, well, we got the better one.
Yeah, which is crazy to me because like Yu Yu Hakusho is like, yeah, it's just so burned in my head, like dun 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 dun.
Dude,
dun,
and
dun,
well,
dun,
it's because
dun.
it keeps the one theme song the whole show. They
It's
just
so good.
changed the animation
Yeah.
after the Dark Tournament.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I think we should do another intro, But this time, because it is weird on the audio version, the people that listen to audio, because we have to like not do the song.
Yeah,
So
which
what we
is
should
sad.
do is get a list, right?
Yeah.
And before we do the episode, we all like take turns singing those
No.
theme songs.
Never
and then
will we.
and then we just put that audio.
I was here. I was
Yeah,
here.
I was with you, and then
then
you
I
lost
wasn't.
me.
Okay, I'll just sing all of them.
That's fine.
Da, 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 da,
Nah, I'm
da.
out. I'm out. I'm officially retired.
Da, da,
Um,
da, da.
Hey, this is about what I listen to while I'm driving a truck all
Yeah.
day.
What? Da, 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 da,
No.
da.
Except it's true singing Christian singing songs.
Oh yeah, dude. We have so me and Christian have a mental breakdown playlist that occurs every day in our heads when we're at work.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of
Yeah.
our favorite songs is "Life Would Be Dream, Life Would Be Dream," and we're just riding down the road.
You know what's funny? It's funny that you say that because I was thinking about because I have a long commute now and stuff. But I was thinking about back in the day when we were all working.
Yeah,
at
all
that
on the
place.
Our
road.
phone call.
And how it seems so normal to us to have a headset in our ear for about 12 hours a day and have someone on the other line. And I thought about it. I said, there was probably times, legitimately, me and Rex were on the phone with each other and probably didn't say a word for an hour.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
There definitely is.
And I was just like, but that was just, no, like, you don't think anything of it. You're just like, what? And then
Because you don't want the intrusive thoughts of being alone in that truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like oncoming traffic.
yeah, or every once in a while, it's back when we were like really trying. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go to work, and then
You'd
just
hang
up
up.
Yeah.
and then hit that
You'd be
music,
like-
and you're like,
Yeah,
I'm
gotta
done
turn
with
on my
100
playlist.
done with 100 stops in about an hour.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen anymore.
No.
Stop. It's,
I'm crawling up those driveways.
but yeah, I was thinking about that because I was like, since I haven't done that for years now, it would be so weird to go back. But at the time, it was just like that's what we did,
Yeah, we
and
were
that's
just
the
always on
only
phone.
way it made that stuff like enjoyable. Because at least if you were misery loves company.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if you know
You're
that.
not wrong.
So boys, we had our break, and I can't remember where we're at. So we're just gonna roll into it. Sorry, this is gonna be a weird transition.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Well, as you guys know, Rex's house is riddled with neuralizers from Men in Black, and anytime you go through a doorway, anything you were talking about, anything that your memory is wiped clean.
And
Clean
I'm-
slate. You're like a baby.
And until we get a camera that doesn't like overheat, or we need to check on all like halfway through the show, this is what's gonna happen. So, like and subscribe.
Support us.
I mean, I could probably get another one.
No, it's
No,
fine.
no.
But I did want to talk about. I know. Remember at the top of the show when I had a bunch of news stuff, and then we went on this tangent. There's one more piece of news, very important piece of news.
Yep.
There is a new
Dragon Ball series.
Dragon Ball series web anime exclusive coming out.
Web anime?
It's called Dragon Ball Magic.
Yep.
It is being overseen by Toriyama
Himself.
himself. Hey, if I'm chained to this desk, fuck him.
Yep. So, what I find hilarious about
yeah,
this,
yeah.
because I also read the news, Toriyama, as I think most people knows, hated GT,
Correct.
despised Dragon Ball GT.
Correct.
So, this takes place like right after the end of like the true end of Z. So this is after. No, this happens after Boo and everything.
Yeah, it's not at the end of Z. End of Z
Oh.
is still the end.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait, seriously?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, this. Fuck.
Is Autumn home?
No, she won't get home till like 11.
I was just gonna say. There's somebody at your door though.
Oh, it's the coilovers.
Unless it's a criminal. What do we do now? Do we cut this part out or we leave it in?
I think we leave it in just
we
for the
leave it
content.
in, the content. Yeah, Rex just left the room. This is for the audio listener.
Yeah,
Rex
he just ran.
he just ran out of the room.
He heard that Toriyama was overseeing a new Dragon Ball
And he
series
said,
and said,
"I'm-
"I can't be here anymore. So long."
So long, I'm out of here. Yeah, it's man, Toriyama. Just
Are you kind of excited for it though?
yes.
Because
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm way more excited for it than I am like another season of Super.
Absolutely, because I need to know.
100%.
All right, where he's back. He's back.
No, right
Nope, we're good.
How else can I get?
Yeah.
around the back of the camera.
No, I refuse.
No, he doesn't go around the back.
But then that we run the risk of that one stopping.
I live my life at
On
a
the edge.
risk.
Dangerous.
Quarter mile a time. But no, okay. So,
Okay, so
let me tell you the premise real quick, and then so it starts. Allegedly there's going to be more information October 12th.
Yep. It
Okay.
starts right after Boo.
Yeah, it's so the story is
Is this before Super or after?
Before.
So
It's after Majin Buu.
yes. So yes. It's getting to the Fate series.
No, it's not. They like literally what has happened is Akira Toriyama, apparently the hyperbolic time chamber exploded, and this is that time.
Well,
So-
let me tell you though, but this might get you excited. It's so who's overseeing the animation and the character design is a person I can't pronounce his name. So I don't know, but he's the same person that came up with Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4, the design. Because the premise, you ready for this? Is Goku and
Supreme
Kai get
turned into kids by a demon.
yes.
Again,
Yeah.
with the kids?
Yep.
And then they go to different planets and face bad guys.
Because they want to try and find the demon so they can revert back to their adult forms.
You excited? You ready?
So it is Dragon Ball GT. wait. It is Dragon Ball GT. Toriyama is overseeing it because he didn't like that the ending of GT just kind of meant that Chi-Chi stayed with a child because Goku never became his adult form until he aged up to his adult form.
Rex, you excited? Dragon Ball Magic, it's coming.
Wouldn't Chi-Chi be dead by the time he aged up to his adult form?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, let's be honest with you. He doesn't do anything with Chi-Chi. He doesn't even kiss her on the lips.
Okay, so
Apparently.
Super
Canonically.
Canonically, he doesn't.
yes,
Yeah.
but like I don't honestly at this point anything that happens in Super after like Revival F, I think at that point
Resurrect.
it's not
Nah,
canon.
Tournament of Power.
No,
I want Tournament of Power to be
no,
canon.
it's not.
Frieza
And the
teamed
reason
up
why I
was
say that
cool.
is because like Goku is so much more of an idiot in Super than
Oh,
anywhere else.
100%. He's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
He is the problem.
Have you guys ever gone back to, like, especially the Frieza saga to where he became Super Saiyan and, like, compared the English dub to the actual, like, what the subtitles would have said?
I've done that before.
Yeah, it's so drastically different.
Is it?
Yeah, because Goku is, like, in the English dub is all like, I am the justice.
I am
yeah.
a nightmare to people like you.
Yeah, like some crazy speech. No.
Legendary speech, though.
Yeah, no. The Japanese version is just, I'm mad at you. I'm about to kill you.
Hate you.
Yeah, like,
Go fuck yourself.
yeah, he doesn't at all present himself as I am justice or anything like that.
Yeah.
He's just like, nah, you done.
Yeah,
I
I'm the
remember
Golden Warrior of Justice.
I
blah,
remember
blah, blah.
listening to that speech, though. Fucking legendary. Like,
Well, yeah, it's the legendary Super Saiyan.
exactly. Like, it is such a great speech. I'm a nightmare to people like you. Like, that speech alone, better than all of Hunter x Hunter. Like, just that clip. I would watch that clip for 20 hours instead of watching
Jesus
That's a lie.
Christ.
That is a lie.
just
Wow.
on
I feel like
repeat.
I feel like you'd lose your mind. There are some things I'd watch on repeat, but not that.
But no, yeah. So that that's coming out. I don't know if they have announced that it's streaming on like Crunchyroll, like where
I don't
it's
think
streaming.
they've announced that either. I do know that
October
it's like
12th.
it's like 13 or 14 like 40-minute long,
Yeah, yeah.
like 30 to 40-minute long episodes.
I hate this.
I love it.
I love it.
I absolutely hate this.
Honestly, I'm here for it.
Me too.
So it's called Dragon Ball Magic.
Magic.
Yeah, I hate this.
yeah, hell yeah, brother.
Now, if he wanted to be like, oh, look, I'm writing another story that's maybe closer to Dragon Quest, sure, okay.
Yeah. Well, Dragon Quest apparently didn't do too good over here. Even the manga. The
Well, yeah,
adventure,
it never will.
Adventures of Dai.
Yeah, they. It's
It's
still,
a big thing in Japan.
it's huge.
It doesn't make it here.
It
won't-
doesn't transfer because Viz got the license and they printed 5 volumes and the sales were so bad within those 5 they just stopped. They just said later.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Well,
Not doing it.
I guess that's just because like it's some video game stuff based off a video game hits, other stuff based off a video game. Lands
Dragon
on its
Quest
face.
used to be so big that they had to make sure that it wasn't released on like a work day in Japan
Yeah.
because people were just like, I'm not coming to work. And
Yeah.
this is Japan's work. And they're like, I'm not coming to work.
Yeah.
I am going to no life this game.
Yeah.
Going to no life this game. But yeah, so basically, Toriyama said the people want GT, so I'm gonna give them GT.
I just love it because I don't know. I
He said I'm changing this.
I
stuff.
love fun, Rex. I don't know.
I don't see that as fun.
fun.
I'm so tired.
I'm more excited for this than I am another season of Super.
Same.
Well, I'm not even
Same.
excited about that either. I'm so done with Dragon Ball, it hurts.
Well,
Kind of like how you feel about Hunter x Hunter.
That's
Another hot take. but all right.
it's a hot take because
I mean-
Dragon Ball is just
Okay,
like,
so Dragon Ball Super, the only part of it that has me at all interested is Vegeta.
well, yes,
I'm done with the rest of the whole series.
Dude.
Like all of the other characters could fall into a black hole.
fair. No, you're not wrong.
Well,
And
most of the characters can move faster than
and
light, so a
also,
black hole wouldn't work.
you could make the argument that the best thing that the Dragon Ball franchise produced in the last 8 years was the Dragon Ball Abridged that Team 4-Star just did. You could
Yeah,
make that
the Boo
argument.
shorts.
You could make
Hey,
that
hey, hey.
argument.
Superheroes was pretty good though.
Not as good as fucking the Abridged
No,
series.
no, you-
Those motherfuckers have not lost a step.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's because
They're
let's be honest.
one of the best to ever do it. But I don't know, man. I think I understand where you're coming from and I respect your opinion. But the thing about it is, it's so dumb. I'm in.
Yeah, I think that's
like
what it
I'm
is.
running with it, and I pray to any higher power that will listen. Let Toriyama keep doing whatever the fuck he wants, and let him go the most old man. You can't change me. I'm trapped to this desk. You're stuck with me. At one point, I hope that there's something that happens. Something breaks in him, and he actually says everything up to the end of Z never happened. Like wreck all of it. Like I'm down to go all the way.
Just reset the universe.
Just reset
completely.
everything. That's how crazy.
Waste everyone's time.
That's how crazy I want this man to become.
At the end of Super, it's like all it was just a dream that Goku was
Yeah,
having.
Goku wakes up and he's like a small child and
Magic, Dragon Ball Magic.
yeah, and Grandpa Gohan comes in and he's like, "Oh, you've been sleeping for like a week. You okay?" And nothing ever happened.
So everything from Z was just fake.
Fucking
Z
right.
almost.
No, everything since he met Bulma, like from the first
Yeah.
episode of Dragon Ball, just never happened.
Well, even before that, because
Yeah.
Grandpa Gohan was dead.
Yeah, this is where I want him to take Dragon Ball. This
Yeah.
is what I'm saying to you. Like
Watch him do this though. Watch him just be like, you know what?
copyright. I'm gonna get some money.
No.
I'm gonna get paid.
My
That's
idea.
not how it works.
That's how it works. If you say copyright, it's copyrighted.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
You just gotta say it 3 times.
You gotta say
It's
it
like
3 times.
Beetlejuice.
It's like Beetlejuice. Thank you, Tristan. It's like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, legal. I get
Yeah,
you.
it's a legal binding contract. We shook on it. But I
Checks
don't know,
out.
man. Like, yeah, it's super dumb, but it's fun.
I honestly like
At this
I
point-
read that and I was just like, oh, so it's GT, but with Supreme Kai as
Also
his-
there.
Yeah, instead of Trunks or Pan, it is Supreme Kai.
Well,
and
it does
Goku.
say that
So
other
Goku-
characters might join.
There's gonna be 2 new characters that
Yeah.
are specific to
Hopefully
this.
not Jiro or whatever the little robot's name was.
It's gonna. All we know is that it is 2 new characters that have not been seen before in Dragon Ball. So it's gonna be 2 characters designed specifically for this.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So we're not gonna get a grown.
Now you're seeing it.
Or,
It is
no,
neat.
I'm
Or Pan.
really not.
Yeah.
but
I'm
we do
so
get,
done with this.
We
Like,
essentially get Goku traveling the universe with God and 2 other people to become an adult
I
again.
mean, Supreme Kai is not really God. He kind of is, but not really.
Supreme Kai is God.
Yeah, he's God. He's higher than King Kai.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Supreme Kai is God.
isn't like Beerus and we?
They're God.
Yeah.
That's God of destruction. Essentially, the
And-
Kais are
okay,
gods of
okay,
creation,
they're-
and
they're-
Supreme Kai stands over all of them.
Well, no, and then you have Zeno.
Okay, I'm talking about just in their universe. It goes like Supreme Kai and God of Destruction hand in hand.
Are
That's
they?
why, because if one dies, so does the other. Like
Well, that
if-
is true. No, that is true. They are connected. This is not in the super anime. It is in the manga.
It is
If
it's
Beerus-
in the anime too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. If Beerus dies, Supreme Kai also dies.
Okay, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I haven't
It's
gotten
just-
that far.
No reason to.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
No reason to.
they are like tied. They are linked. Like Supreme Kai is the basically god of creation, and Beerus is the god of destruction. Now, what's hilarious is Supreme Kai isn't even supposed to be the Supreme Kai because he's supposed to be the Grand Supreme Kai,
Correct.
which is inside of Fat Boo.
Correct. This is all of this is right. I know you have a blank stare on your face that you have just been broken, but he has spoke nothing but facts.
Yeah, Grand Supreme Kai,
Yeah.
which is why Fat Boo is
Correct.
good.
Correct.
Yeah.
That
Is
is correct.
supposed to be the one that's linked to
So much
Beerus.
so that old like God Supreme Kai had to come out in the manga, and they had to bring him out of Boo, and Boo basically transformed into Grand Supreme Kai,
Grand Supreme Kai.
whatever you want to call it, to help them fight Granola.
Was it Granola or was it Moro? No, it wasn't Moro.
It might have been. It was Moro or Granola. One of the
One
two.
of them.
Okay, no, I'm just done with this.
Might have been Moro.
Like, so done with this.
I'm in.
Instead
Because
of
the whole reason why Grand Supreme Kai got absorbed by Boo and didn't have the power was
Correct.
because of Moro.
Correct.
Instead of
You're
getting more trash, why don't we just go back and look at old anime that the manga that it's based off of was amazing and the anime was not so much? And let's fix all that instead of this.
We talk about the fact that Blue Exorcist is getting another season.
Yeah, which is, I don't know how they're going to, I don't.
Basically, the way
just-
that Blue Exorcist works is you have to work up to the first 13 episodes of season
I
1 and
remember.
then skip everything after that. And then you have to watch Kyoto Saga, and then you would watch this.
What about the movie?
That doesn't exist.
Okay.
What about the Yu Hakusho movie?
Neither of them exist because there were two.
They exist in my heart.
They exist in my heart only because it's Yu Hakusho, but we never got good English dub of either of them.
Is it bad that I kind of like high key hope that Toriyama just out of shits and giggles puts like Broly / Bio Broly in the Magic movie?
I hope so. I did.
Dude,
Like,
it-
maybe
Let him
not
do
be
everything.
Maybe not be Broly, but like they go to a planet and you see something and you like
I
like
hope,
it's Bio Broly.
I hope that we get because
I hate Bio
You
Broly.
know, because I've watched a little bit of this. There was internet of they did the Dragon Ball World Heroes.
Yeah.
Thing. Did you ever hear about
No,
this? And this
no
was
clue.
like the fantasy, like hand in hand with the mobile game. So it was like wild shit, and it was actually animated kind of okay sometimes. But it had like all of the fucking
It's
fan shit.
all the different timelines
like
and everything.
Krillin
like,
was fusing with Tien, and it was crazy.
Oh, dear God.
Awesome. I
then
love
there's
it.
you
also like you've
have
got
like
the
Super Saiyan 26.
you've got the
Stuff
alternate
like that.
timelines where you have Goku and Vegeta that can go Super Saiyan 4. You also have the alternate timeline where Goku and Vegeta go Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego.
Correct. Rex, Dragon
Yeah.
Ball is
You're
ripe
basically,
with
it
entertainment.
is straight up Fate series.
is.
Except,
Yeah.
Except
not
it's good.
animated nearly as well.
except I understand the Dragon Ball lore. I
That's
don't
because you've
underst-
just been in it.
I've been in.
Yeah, I was about to say, you were born in it.
Molded by it.
molded by it.
You didn't see the light until you were already a man.
Listen, as a person that threw the VHS tapes in his closet so he'd look cool in front of his friends, I never forget where I come
No,
from.
my friends knew what I was about.
But yeah, so
I
like,
wasn't as confident. I wasn't as confident.
yeah,
Hey, you
I
know,
did the Naruto run in middle school. We all know this.
No,
we've
no.
talked. Yeah, you guys were built different than me.
I just don't give a fuck.
I cared too much.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is, and I've changed it. Now I don't care enough. I went the other way.
Good.
That's where we all are.
That's where you need to
Listen,
be.
it's either 0 or 100. There is no 70.
There is
That's
no,
that's
there
the
is
saying,
no
right?
50%.
Yeah, there's no 50%.
It's either no effort or all the effort.
That's right. Honestly, yes.
I
Toriyama, I hear you.
Since Netflix is redoing Devil May Cry, I do
Yeah.
wonder how it's going to compare to the old Devil May Cry anime.
Trailer
That
was good.
anime wasn't bad.
It wasn't
great.
good.
It wasn't great.
It was okay.
So I'm thinking
I'm curious, like, what storyline they're going to try to follow.
So it's definitely Devil May Cry Dante from 1, 2, 3, 4.
well,
Fine.
oh yeah. So it's
you
not the
can't-
DMC.
It's not the
I was
DMC.
about to say, you can't really. So you'd either have to pick 1 and 2 or
Yeah.
3. 3 is completely separate because it's like a prequel.
Yep.
And then you got 4, which introduces Nero and stuff. So that's different as well.
I honestly
They
think,
released the trailer.
I think that 4 and 5 is probably one of the really good places for the story because
I wish they'd do 3.
I mean 3 is also really good.
I wish they'd do DMC.
But I say
I'm the only one that wishes that. I
Yeah.
understand. I understand.
I say 4 and 5 because you get Nero, and then also you get after 4 when Virgil takes the sword and then cuts himself with it to become the Demon King, and V is trying to get back into make them one person. Like that whole storyline would be really cool. I hope that it's animated well.
Check out the trailer.
Yeah, I was about
it's
to say,
online
I've
right
seen
now.
pieces of it, just haven't watched the whole trailer.
Capcom, they announced another anime too. I forgot to mention
Don't
this.
say Monster Hunter.
No, it's actually
That would be a
it's
good
a
one,
video
though.
game series
I don't think so.
that holds a special place in my heart.
Mega Man.
I loved it. No, but yes, but no. Onimusha.
Oh,
Really?
oh,
Yeah. They released trailers for that too.
we're getting an Onimusha anime.
Yeah, I love 1, 2, and 3. I loved all of them.
Oh, wait. So, okay. Speaking of video game animes, did
Sure.
you guys ever watch like the King of Fighters movies?
No,
or-
but I loved the Street Fighter anime. I had it on DVD.
I used to watch it every
so
morning.
good, so
Yeah.
good. But
So good. Have you went back?
no, but it's so good.
It's not.
in my memory.
It
though.
was so trash.
It's
my
so
brother.
good though. In
Right,
my
so,
Like,
memory.
I went back recently. It doesn't hold
I was
up.
about to say I've been in a state of constantly going back and looking
Yeah.
at things and just being like, how did I think this is good?
You should do that to HunterxHunter. See what happens.
I have, and it's still good.
I don't know. According to my Netflix, you only got to episode 70.
That's because I have my own ways.
It's because I am above Netflix.
I no longer
it-
submit to
It
the
is.
Netflix.
It is kind of a bummer because when I hit next episode, I have to scroll all the way back.
I see what I've done to you. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised you don't just make another file, like another
No.
user account.
No, because it's on his.
It's all mine.
Yes, I know, but you can have multiple different.
Yeah,
I
he
have
knows.
5 of
He
them.
already
Oh.
has too many.
Yeah, I have other people because you know what? Like Netflix used to tweet, password sharing is a sign of love.
Yeah.
What happened, Netflix? What happened?
Money
Money.
happened.
Yeah.
They got real in the red and were at verge of bankruptcy because one person was paying for 12.
Yeah. Facts.
I know.
I still have people on there that I don't speak to, but I leave it on there because I'm like, we had good times. Like that's my
Oh.
way of being like,
I don't even touch it now because I'm like, is it gonna charge him?
nah, I won't.
My dad uses mine,
Yeah,
and he flies all over the country.
yeah.
It's hilarious.
My grandmother uses. I'm like, fuck, I don't care. And I always go on to hers because I'm like, what in the world is she?
Yeah, what are you
What are you
watching?
watching? It's like she's
Hallmark movies.
It's Hallmark, and it's like church stuff.
Oh goodness.
I didn't even know Netflix
I didn't
had
know that was a thing,
exactly.
yeah.
That's,
That's
she's
gotta be like
found
a secret code.
Yeah, she's found the deep apparently Netflix has anything for anybody because she's found it. And then I get away and I'm like, all right, cool. Enjoy it.
You see it and you're like, no.
Ah,
Run away.
Whatever. Live your life. I love her to death, man. She's great. You're
No.
gonna meet her
Yeah.
Fun.
at the
The
wedding.
I'm gonna meet a lot of people.
Yeah, you're gonna meet her
Oh
at the
yeah.
wedding.
I get to meet my hero, Rex's father.
I get to see him again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good time.
He always asks about you.
That's right, because he's a legend and he knows it. How do we transition fucking back into what we were talking about?
don't.
Oh no, Street Fighter. We're talking about Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Is it? Do you guys think it's kind of weird that like it just seems a bunch of video games are getting? Do you think it's the not the Dota? What's that fucking one that you guys like that I didn't like or you liked?
I like that
Yeah, I was
neither
about
one
to
of
say, I
you.
never
did.
watched it.
Arcane.
League of Legends Arcane.
Do you think that they're like seeing this money and they're like, we got
Okay,
franchises?
so the
Well,
difference.
there's also Castlevania.
The difference I will say with League of Legends is that world is actually massive. Like there's so much lore just inside of League that they can go to and make like series for characters
I mean,
Right.
that it's easy. Like the story's already
But
written.
what I'm saying is, do you think that the success of these things is getting more game companies like, we have franchises that they're not doing anything? When are they going to make another fucking Onimusha game? They're not,
I
unless
want
the
one.
anime gets popular. I want one too. What about Devil May Cry? I want one
I mean,
of
We
those.
just
they're gonna
got
keep
5.
making those, man.
I mean, we didn't just get 5, but I just beat 5 again because I got the PS5 edition and it had 4K 120. And brother, let me tell you, it's beautiful.
Not as good as DMC. I stand by
I
that
disagree.
reboot.
You're so
I-
wrong.
The only thing I loved about DMC is the level building.
Yeah,
Like,
level design was
Yeah,
fucking
it was
sick.
amazing.
That is
That's the
cool.
only thing that matters.
No
No.
gameplay.
The,
Speaking of video games,
yeah, game,
What you got?
the gameplay was.
brother,
The
I went.
gameplay was great.
The gameplay was good. So, I haven't been on an anime binge this week. I've been working and then 3D printing stuff. I think I gotta show you this little patina thing print Squirtle I did. It's really cool.
Did you put a penis on him?
No, it's a Squirtle.
All right, cut.
God damn it, Pep.
All right.
So the other day I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, well let me 3D print a Mega Gengar, and
as one does.
as one does.
As one does. Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I've told all of you, I have both a filament and a resin printer. So I do a lot of D&D minis and stuff. And my D&D party asked me to print a bunch of their minis. They sent me the minis on email. So I printed all those, and I still had resin in the reservoir, and I was like, well, I don't really want to pour this back into the bottle.
So
it's
Squirtle.
too much work. So print more things.
Yeah, obviously.
Makes less cleanup, obviously.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I printed the Squirtle. It's really cool. I'm actually doing it. I mixed gray and white to lighten the resin. So it's gonna. I'm printing 2 more. I'm gonna give you guys each a little Squirtle.
Oh, nice.
It's about this big.
Nice.
It's about this big. But
Love Squirtle.
I think I want to get the Squirtle. I
With
want
the
to get the
shades?
Ivysaur, and I want to get the Charizard.
Oh, so it's like an evolution.
Yeah, you have like the Squirtle, you have then the Ivysaur, and then you have the Charizard because you have to have the best one as the final one.
So Blastoise, gotcha.
He's the best one, the best choice, but the coolest design. Like I like the design of Charizard more.
Dude, you literally have fucking cannons coming out of your
Can
back.
we just admit, though, no one says Venusaur?
No one says Venusaur. However,
Although
if-
he is the easiest one to like
Yeah.
Bulbasaur is the easiest one to cheese those
well,
games.
yeah, because the first 2 gyms, you got it.
You got it.
you're
Go
yeah.
on.
Brock and Misty, you don't stand a chance.
Go
I mean,
on.
there's also a 90% chance I just 3D print all of their forms anyways.
Fair, but does Squirtle have the sunglasses?
No.
No.
Well, beggars can't be choosers.
I can find one. If you wanted a
Yeah, can I get a Squirtle? Sounds like I'm making an order.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get a Squirtle with sunglasses? Can I get an Ivysaur that's on fire?
And some fries
I
on
could
the side.
probably find like there's probably people that have people that have designed. I got a bug bite on my ankle and it itches like a
I can
bitch.
tell.
Wow.
But is this your video game thing? Because you're like, speaking of gameplay.
Yes. So no. So
yes. No.
Yes, but no.
So as I was sitting there and the printer was going, I was like, man, I don't want to play League
Sure.
because I'm just pissed off with League right now, as one does.
So did you finally
Anyone in
make
here? What?
Did you finally make a purchase?
Yes, I did finally make a purchase.
I still have not.
Was it the MOBA of the Shonen Jump that I sent you?
No,
No,
it
but
definitely was not.
I'm gonna be downloading that.
Let's do it.
We're-
Let's
like,
do it.
I'll play. But
Let's
no.
do it. It's free to play, so I'm in.
Yeah.
Is that already out?
I don't know.
Oh.
But there's a Shonen Jump MOBA, and because I'm real big into League, like I have to try it because content.
And I sent it in the Discord. I think it's called Jump Unite.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
So I bought Starfield,
Nice. How you
and
liking it?
it's great. It is.
I'm sure
It's so fantastic. I know you don't like you have no interest, but
I've been trying to get it with my jury duty money. It's
won't let him-
impossible.
won't let him.
Yeah.
Man.
Like, they hide that money as hard as they can. They're like, it's right here.
Me and Christian said just go buy a Steam gift card at a Publix.
Yeah, but I'd have to remember to take the credit card with me, and it's been on the shelf all week.
I got you.
Yeah. So I bought that, and I am like 14 hours into it already.
Jesus.
Yeah,
And I bought it Thursday.
I don't have enough
Jesus
time for that.
Christ.
Nope.
I
I do want to play it though because it looks
It's
great.
a lot of fun. I mean, I played probably about 6 hours after I got home Thursday.
Because it just makes me think of like an open world Mass Effect with Fallout and
yeah, I
Skyrim,
mean, and
like-
also there's there's space exploration. I'm big. I like outer space stuff.
I
So
hear
this
Yeah.
one was just like
I
damn
you,
it.
you gotta stop.
I'm
hitting the
so
mic.
animated, but like I'm confined to this tiny
you-
fucking square.
I know. I got all this space over
I
here.
know, and I'm just
leaning back.
and I'm like,
Just
it's
gotta
like
move this
my
over.
animation of my body, my body.
still
Yeah,
leaning
I mean,
towards-
I've heard great things, but it's funny though. The internet has switched, right?
Yeah.
So people have been hating on Starfield, and I think because apparently Cyberpunk got the DLC,
Oh, they got the new update.
and people have been They're like, this has. They said
It
if you
fixed
if you
Cyberpunk.
play Cyberpunk when it first came out, and you play
Versus
Cyberpunk
now,
now, it's a
different
completely
game.
different game. And the Cyberpunk apparently now, because they've had years and years to fix it, like a lot of people are switching on it and being like, "This is one of the greatest." Like,
Well, the game
these
had
types
all the
of games.
bones to be fantastic.
It's just one of the rare circumstances where, given enough time, they finally apparently made exactly what people wanted their video game to be in the beginning. It just took them fucking 6 years.
Brother, it's that
But
it's
Idris
the
Elba's-
anime rule.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
gets
anime
better.
rule. It
You
gets
keep-
better the
yeah.
longer you play.
So I know when I play it, I'm gonna hate it.
just like Hunter x Hunter.
Just like
I
Hunter
got
x Hunter. But I mean, I should love Cyberpunk. It's got Keanu Reeves and it's got Idris Elba.
I did see the commercial with
Yeah,
him in it the other
and-
day.
No, he's in the video game.
you.
yeah,
It
I
also
know.
has messages from Lucy in there for you.
Really?
Yeah, that's a new thing that they added.
Oh,
And apparently, with the new DLC, you can buy the DLC and you can make a certain choice, and it locks you out of the DLC content.
really?
Yeah, because they want your choices to have weight. So if you make the wrong choice at this dialogue or thing option, it blocks all of your fucking way to get to the
I
DLC.
understand
Imagine
that,
a
but that
troll
kinda pisses
making
me
a
off.
guide.
It's easy to fix. You just
Yeah.
load up something because you
Oh.
can also load
Multi-save.
straight into the DLC.
Ah.
You don't. So, but I think more games need to do this. I think a lot of open world games, if they want to talk about choices having consequences, and I can't even take credit for this. I saw someone post about this. I was
Starfield does this.
like, is like they should like a Elder Scrolls, a new Elder Scrolls, whenever that comes out.
Yeah,
There
round
should be
50.
choices. There should be choices that if you go
You're close.
and
I feel it.
if you go and you like want to do side quests as the main quest, right?
Yeah.
There should be choices in those side quests that like burn down fucking NPCs and villages where you can't complete the main side quest or main story anymore because you did this side quest
So there's
and
stuff
made these choices.
similar
If you want
to
your
that.
choices to carry consequences, you should fucking. That's interesting. Like that would make me play an
have a
open
karma
world.
Well,
system.
Have a something.
Okay, that would be fine as long as you could still do the main story. It's just that has impacted the main story. Now you know.
No, I want it all.
No,
like
we-
fucking block it all off.
No,
No,
you
that-
can't block
where
the
you
main
start over
story.
again. You
No, that's trash. Now if it like removes a section of the game, basically it's like we were gonna go take over this land, but it got burned to hell by
Yeah.
who knows who.
Now,
Totally you.
yeah.
But you just miss out on a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah.
That's
someone
fine.
came in, went Fus Rodan, the village is gone. It was me. I am the Dovahkiin.
I am the Fusroda.
But no, so
I don't know what
Starfield,
Dragonborn is.
Starfield has something very similar. Like you have to be, all of your choices kind of have like
Sure.
at equal and opposite reactions and stuff.
Because of factions.
But does it actually carry weight?
Yes.
And not story weight. Like I'm talking about like does it fuck up the world where you I want it to fuck up the world where I can't go. I can't continue because I've made a
It
bad-
doesn't make it to where you can't continue, but like, so say you choose to help out one faction that's enemies with another faction, then the enemy faction is going to like it'll be on site. They will see you and they will want to fuck you up.
Oh, Fallout had that.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's essentially like it,
I've played this game.
well,
I've played this game.
no.
I've played Mass Effect. I've played Fallout, and I've played Elder Scrolls. If you're saying
God.
it's a combination of all those three,
Yeah, but did you actually enjoy the space travel in any of those? In the one of those?
the
Yeah,
Mass
the-
Effect
Yeah,
ones?
the Mass Effect of it all.
I mean, the
And
Mass
I don't even
Effect
think
of
there was a
it's-
whole lot of
no,
space travel. There
it's
wasn't
not
any.
even same. Like there's
You listen.
you had like the planetary exploration thing.
Yeah, but this one you get to fly around in space.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing, and I didn't even want to say this because we've already gone over this, and y'all are gonna look at me like I'm fucking crazy.
No, I mean I know how you feel about
You
it.
know how I play video games?
Yeah.
In all of those games, I go through the main story.
Then
Oh yeah,
call it a
I was
day.
about to say
No,
you,
no, and
you
then
have
if
to
I-
have a mission.
Yeah, and then if I like the world or like or the gameplay basically, because I don't really pay attention to the story anyway. But like if I liked the world and the gameplay, then I put on a podcast and I do all the side quests to get the achievements. That's how I play those.
There's
games.
a lot of fucking side quests. in
Hey,
this
I
game.
put in 100 hours into Elder Scrolls.
Can
Can you? Hey, ask me the story of Elder Scrolls.
What's the story of Elder Scrolls?
Fucking Fusro Da. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Can't tell you.
The most useful dragon shout in the entire game.
Yeah, ask me the story of Mass Effect.
I don't know. I liked there's the one shout that would just summon lightning that would sometimes help you, but often it would kill you.
Yeah.
I love that
You
one.
like that?
Roll
flip
the
of the-
dice.
Roll the dice. Yeah.
Flip that coin.
But
Like,
yeah.
am I gonna live or am I gonna die? Oh, I'm dead.
Yep. Yeah, because I don't know the story of Fallout. I don't know the story of Mass Effect. I don't know the story of fucking Elder Scrolls. All I know.
How do you not know the story of Mass Effect? That is what the fuck?
Hey, Shepard. That's
Where
all I know.
is
I know
out-
Shepard.
I want
Okay,
Half-Life
wait,
3 still.
did-
I'm still waiting on it.
How
to this
did
day.
how did you choose your choices in Mass Effect?
Sure.
Were you Renegade or
Oh, I did.
Renegade for life?
No, I did.
Vegeta?
I did all Paragon because there was an achievement, and then I did all Renegade because there was an achievement.
I wonder if there's a Renegade for Life Vegeta plays Mass Effect.
there is?
There is.
Yeah, there is.
There is. It's
Beautiful.
It's like years and years old.
That
but
was
there-
like one of the
Of
first.
course.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was like the first one.
Well,
they
you know,
did,
one of my
probably.
favorite one of those is when he plays Goat Simulator.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
bought Goat Simulator because of how great it was to watch.
Hell yeah. Hell
I get
yeah.
that.
Vegeta sells video games, but yeah, no.
Honestly? Yeah.
he does. Team 4-Star, like one of the best to ever do it. We've said this, but yeah, no. That's how I played Mass Effect. Is I just did either all Paragon and then I went back through and did all Renegade.
I don't know.
But I don't really know the story. I mean, I just Shepard. I liked Rex.
Yeah, me too. He was a cool guy.
Yeah. But I
But
know one choice. You
I
shot
s-
him in the face.
Yeah, I screwed up and killed him.
Well, you can do it again.
No, you can't go back.
You can go back.
No.
It's called autosave, and you just
No,
go,
it's-
let me go to this autosave that happened 5 minutes before I shot this guy.
It's called play it again.
No.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Do you think I have time?
Yeah.
Skip. That's how I played through the first time. Skip as
Hey, that's how we play
Let
through
me tell you-
Diablo.
No
Let
wonder
me-
you
That's
like
how
this
we
story.
play through Diablo.
I do. I'm glad you brought this up because I meant to bring this up because you guys know that I got all the achievements in Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yes.
Right? 'Cause
Yes.
I'm kind of hyped for Spider-Man 2. It looks like fun game.
Well, of course, Spider-Man games are good.
Hear me out. If there's any video game developers that listen to this, if they are or not, hear me out. Do fucking not make unskippable cutscenes. And because that game is one of the fucking worst. So 30% are skippable, 70% apparently just unskippable. And you can't tell
So-
this until you mash the button and then the thing doesn't come up to like skip cutscenes.
So,
You know-
do you know the story of Miles Morales?
I don't know. Yeah. Like he's some young kid that got bit by a spider, I think. And
That's the thing is that Pep doesn't care about the story in a video game. He cares about the achievements. He's a trophy hunter.
Oh, I know.
no, it's not that I don't even care about the achievements.
Do
I
you
do,
not?
but it's only for games that I like. I can stop playing it.
Well,
what,
yeah, if
what
the
I
game's-
come to video games for, we've had this conversation. What I come to video games for, it's in the fucking title. Games, gameplay. I don't give a fuck. Like there has.
I'm
never,
surprised you've ever played Pokemon because the
That's
game.
all gameplay.
It's all gameplay.
It's not good gameplay.
But it's a good like. Well, yes.
Yeah.
As a child, I don't know what the fuck I was.
Yeah, I
doing.
don't know how. I feel like Pokemon was teaching me to read more
Yeah.
than anything.
Yeah.
Because God knows our school systems.
But I have been playing Battle Network, the Mega Man game.
Oh, those were great though.
Yeah, they're
That-
good.
those are
Again, I just button through and then I have a podcast going.
I want to get a Digimon Cyber Sleuths.
I've really enjoyed Cyber Sleuth up to a point, but then they had Digimon World Next Order or whatever, which I loved the original Digimon World because it tells you nothing on how to play the game. And literally there's like so much you can do that will go wrong that will make your Digimon literally digivolve into a pile of shit.
So like, cause Cyber Sleuths is the one where you can literally
You got
get,
a team of 3.
yeah, and you can get
And-
like anytime you get more Digimon, you get like you can unlock all of their Digivolutions. Like there's like trees that you have to like get certain things in order to get them to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I have a question because this is kind of interesting. I think.
Okay.
Because as we've just talked about how we play video games very
Yeah.
differently.
Very differently.
Have you guys ever had a video game story that was like resonated and like emotionally effective that you couldn't like that you feel like it being a video game you couldn't get it out of an anime or a TV show or a movie like the actual it being a video game and the story because you guys I guess listen to the story and stuff.
We didn't for Diablo. I couldn't tell you what happens in Diablo 4.
That's how you supposed to play fucking video
Every
games.
time I play with them, it would be like cutscene come up and it'd be skipped. I'd be
Hey,
like, oh hell yeah.
Rex can't talk shit. He was right there with me.
Oh, dude, yeah, we were skipping. Boy,
All of us were. We were together
Yeah, exactly.
until you abandoned me.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I haven't picked it up since. I finished
Honestly,
it.
I don't
Neither
really,
have we,
I don't
really.
I mean, but no,
Got a whole Discord for no reason
yeah,
for it.
because I'm very interested in that because I can't think of a video game. I, again, don't really watch the story and stuff. The only video game and it didn't even affect me. I know what happened because it was really, really good. Was Uncharted, but that was designed to be
yeah, storytelling game.
an interactive fucking movie.
Okay, a video game that honestly wasn't super storytelling, but like it had an impact on me as a kid.
because of the story it was told.
Well, kind of. So,
it's not the question I asked.
okay, well, so you know, in the original Mega Man series, whenever you got to a boss fight,
Yeah.
their bar of health would show up, right?
mhm.
Yeah, the first time I ever played Mega Man X, I didn't know what the fuck was going on because you get to the first boss fight and there is no bar. And you're literally getting your face kicked in. And I was like, what the like
Play better. I was playing Mega Man X the other day. It's funny you brought that up. Well, because
you're supposed to lose.
yeah, you are.
Yeah,
supposed to
you're
lose.
supposed to lose. And I'd never experienced that.
Yeah.
So like right before I was about to die, I'd keep restarting the game.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, 100%. Dude, I was
He never got past the first boss fight.
I was such a hardhead, and finally, I just like dropped the remote and gave up after like an hour of doing
fuck
this.
this.
And it was just like, oh, it just keeps going. I was like, what?
I will say Mega Man X ages way, way better than Mega Man 1.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think that I have anything that like the game. I was just like so.
Engrossed with the story it was telling, and you're like, this is
I mean,
fucking.
when I first
and that's
played
why
like Ocarina of Time and stuff.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean maybe
Like,
back
But
then.
really?
I mean, dude, Yeah.
Majora's Mask.
Because Ocarina of
Time.
Time, like whenever you first go to become an adult Link, which you
Sure.
go into the future, everything's destroyed.
Right.
Like, I don't know, it had an impact on me.
I know when I was younger, at the ripe age of 14, my dad bought God of War 1, the video game for the PlayStation 2,
Hell yeah.
and I started playing it
Yeah.
because
Hey,
why
you
not?
you fuck them girls in that bed and you
Yeah.
do the little rotation.
Uh-huh. I was like 13 years old playing this game, by the
Hey,
way.
there was a trophy when they re-released it for PS3.
Yeah,
I bet there was, buddy. You would know.
So
I
the
got
funny thing about this is that when I was younger, I could never get past a certain boss fight in God of War 1.
Sure.
Well, I went back. I was like, well, can't get past this. Whatever. Went back like a year or two later, and the game was so much easier for me than it was prior. And I just fucking plowed through all of God of War 1. Don't you say, I'm sure you did plow
I
through
bet
it.
you did.
Yeah.
I love God of War.
God of War was
I
such a
love
good
God
yeah,
of
game.
that was a great game.
1 through 3. The remakes were like I played the first.
I
one.
like the remakes a lot.
It's all right. It's all right.
I like Nordic.
I hear no. I think the setting is really good. I think they fucking bogged it down with like wanting to be open world esque kind of thing. Where
Kind of
you're
like Darksiders 2.
yeah. I think for me, my
God of
type
War, the
gameplay-
first remake, is a lot more linear than God of War, the second one,
Yeah.
Ragnarok. Ragnarok is a lot more open world. The first remake
I
of
played the
that
first
series, yeah, that one is a lot more linear than Ragnarok. Like Ragnarok's real open world.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing I think God of War 1 through 3, that original trilogy is
Solid.
amazing.
I've also
like,
played
like
that
legendary.
that trilogy and most of the side games.
Yeah, because they had one for PSP, right?
They have a couple.
But I just
Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta. There's like one more.
yeah, I didn't like it because it was like I liked Kratos in it because he was with a kid and he was like fuck you,
Boy,
child.
FTK.
But I just really didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I like the hack and slash
Yeah.
God of War Kratos going through getting fucking cool weapons.
Yeah, the
and
Devil May
fucking-
Cry of it all.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's way better than Devil May Cry.
Mm.
Play the first Devil May Cry again. And
Oh,
talk
the
to
first
me.
Devil May Cry is trash.
So
The second one's trash.
yeah,
okay.
the second one's also trash. You start at 3.
You start at 3 and you move
Yeah,
on.
because honestly, to me, 3 is still probably my favorite.
all I will say is that the whole reason why it's not like that way is because Kratos is trying to be better than his past.
Fair.
That's the only reason.
But it's funny because you were talking about Ocarina of Time and like storytelling, right?
Yeah.
And you see how both of you guys went to like childhood. The point I'm proving.
Newer games.
The point I'm proving is newer games, and this is why I've not been drawn to newer games, and I've found myself, if I do want to play a video game, it's the Resident Evil 4 remake, or it's like a game like Spider-Man, which is very similar to Batman.
I mean,
Arkham
I had
Asylum.
no life Horizon Forbidden West.
Right. But what I'm saying
Yeah.
is you're saying all of this, but I just asked like a story that you thought really resonated with you,
You have
thought
to
it was
understand
good.
the last time I played games, too.
Yeah,
they
I
actually
haven't-
had
I
story.
haven't played much like single.
And
players
also,
lately that are
Pokemon
like
games
that.
I don't feel like count because it's the same story every time.
That's my point. What I'm saying, this is my point of this whole thing is I don't like that it feels like the new or the current trajectory of games is like, let's make it as expansive and open world and try to do like this story thing. I really, and I know there are games like that. I'm just saying the AAA games, the ones that they're pushing a lot of money behind and doing a lot of stuff, is they're trying to put hundreds of hours worth of stuff in it to justify, because now, you know, there's rumors and shit that the new Grand Theft Auto is going to be like $100
Yeah.
or something out the box. And they're trying to do all this. And for me, it feels like the new trajectory for video games, gameplay, for AAA video games. I know like a lot of people on Steam and stuff are doing really great things. Like you were showing me like the crab game stuff. There's
Yeah.
fun shit being
The crab
had.
game's great.
But it feels like gameplay is fucking fourth down on their goddamn list to get through. Because if you really break down the Starfields or any popular thing, the gameplay is not even iterative. It's the same shit.
Starfield's all gameplay. There's not like cutscene.
What I'm saying is the gameplay aspect of it is the same that you had in like Mass Effect or a fucking Fallout or Elder Scrolls in different settings. But the gameplay itself, just like really the gameplay they stopped iterating on gameplay with like Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, yeah, they're the same.
Yeah.
And it's been the same ever since. It's been people trying to, because Grand Theft Auto's fucking...
It's still massive.
It prints money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what bums me out.
You could buy a dinner with just a copy of Grand Theft Auto at this point.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I've been thinking about this in my personal life because I'm like, why am I gravitating towards like I finished the Resident Evil 4 remake. I finished like Spider-Man. I'm playing through.
It's probably the same
Battle
reason I
Network.
gravitate toward older anime.
Yeah, it's just like the gameplay was there. I still think Resident Evil 4 I finished. It's fucking one of the
It's up
greatest
there.
shit that's ever been existing.
Yeah, like honestly, that is probably always will be
and
my
all
favorite Resident Evil.
and all of the changes that they've made to bring it in to it, that gameplay is so fucking fun. Like I'm ready to start my second playthrough to get my infinite rocket launcher.
Infinite Rocket? Oh,
Hell
boy.
yeah. Well, I got to do at least 6 playthroughs to get all the achievements. I've already got the map. I've trophy map mapped out.
This man is brutal.
I'm going through a playthrough right now where I can only use my handgun, which is fully upgraded, my knife, and no healing items.
That's
Because
gonna suck.
well, because it usually it's just no one cares about this is an anime podcast. No one cares, but
This is an otaku podcast. We've been over this multiple times.
But here's like because there's a trophy for not using healing items, and then there's a trophy for just using handgun and knife. But see, I upgraded my handgun so I can do both of those playthroughs in
At
one
the same
playthrough.
time. Yeah, min-maxing.
Min-maxing.
Does your pistol heal you while you're killing things?
No, but I can play on assisted, which if you go into red health, it does heal you back up.
Interesting.
Because it doesn't matter what difficulty you play it on. Resident Evil 4.
Good God Almighty.
But yeah, so
We've
If
gone
you
so
listen
far.
to our babbling,
yeah,
And you've enjoyed
we
it.
made it.
we made it.
Please go
We're
over
here.
to our YouTube channel, Anime Unraveled Pod, and like and subscribe. Leave a comment below on what video game you've enjoyed the most story from, because none of us mentioned Final Fantasy, but I do love Final Fantasy.
Or you can head on over to TikTok and put a comment on one of our old videos that we have up there and tell me, yeah, story doesn't fucking matter in video games, and I agree with you. You're right. Gameplay is king. Yeah, so one day, hopefully, maybe I'll put a TikTok up talking shit about video games.
You said that last week.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Well,
You
not
said
video
maybe
games.
you'd put a TikTok up like
Yeah,
last
yeah.
week.
Yeah.
It's been a weekly occurrence. At this point, it's like more. It'd be more shocking if one did.
I
go
feel
up.
like the people that listen are now gambling, and there's the one guy that's always like, he's going to do it.
This week is
Dude, you
hey,
think there's betting odds and like people are
Hey.
actually putting money into a pool?
That would be amazing. I
It'd be
wish that
hilarious.
was.
Hey, if there is, message me secretly and let's make some money together. But go over to Anime Unraveled Pod on the TikTok.
Good God. PSA, we do not condone that in any way, shape, and or form. But guys, it's the end of the episode. It's my favorite part of the episode. It's the part where I tell you guys to please make sure to leave a review, like, and subscribe. It really helps us out. It really gets our name out there in the algorithm. Like they said, go to all of our socials and let us know what video games that you enjoy, what any upcoming anime that you think that we should really check out, stuff like that.
Hey, fellas, coming close.
Yeah.
Too close. Back up. Nice. Do you think next week I'm gonna like Hunter x Hunter?
No.
I doubt it.